Welcome to Last Week This Week, the show that keeps you up to date with all things in Cuthbert Wanderers. Coming up, we catch up with last week's hat-trick hero Aidan Meakin, new boy William McGlone, and the gaffer as we look back to Wigton and forward to Lochmaben. We also got a few players to catch their eye over last month's goal of the month. But first, let's look back at that Scottish Cup victory against Wigton. Let's get into it.
Yes, Tom, I'll see.
This game is not 90 minutes at the moment, it's only 45. You still have 45 minutes to go out there and make sure you get the job done and finished. Okay? You do not think about anything until the referee blows the final whistle.
Our best next round, Razor.
Nice!
Love the bit of that.
Make me charge around 1.3, take it home.
Well done, Tom. Well done. Hey!
told you to come here and do a professional job. We told you exactly all the aspects of the game that we needed to look after, and you've done it to a T. You deserve to be through, alright? You deserve the scoreline that it finished, because of your hard work, your commitment, your attitude, your application towards the game. But it's not done, because we're still in the hat. Enjoy tonight, enjoy your weekend. You can have Monday off, watch the draw tomorrow, and I'll see you all on Wednesday for next week's league. Well done.
So a comfortable victory in the end for Saints, who faced Gallifrey Rovers in the second round of the Scottish Cup at home. Aidan Meakin gives his thoughts on that draw, as well as his first round hat-trick.
It was a big performance from you on Saturday. What did you make of the game as a whole?
I thought we were dominant from start to finish. I thought we kept the ball well, everybody worked as a team. I don't know if it was an occasion everybody rose to, but that's the standard we're set for the rest of the season now.
Good as well that it's the Scottish Cup first round, you make a little bit of a statement there. Heading into the second as well.
No, definitely. Getting to second round after an 8-0 victory. Teams looking at it and thinking, who's this St Cuthbert's hopefully putting them out in the map now.
What does it mean for you as well with that, you have a big performance and it's not just in the league as it were, it's in the Scottish Cup first round, it's a big stage and it's a place you showcase yourself.
It's a great feeling to score 3 goals in my first proper Scottish Cup game. Walk away man of the match, brilliant, no better feeling than that.
Next up after the draw is Gallifrey, the league above us, so it's a bit of a test for the squad. How are you feeling about that draw?
Happy with it, but at home, in the league above us, we should be in that league next season. That's what we should be pushing for, that's what we're aspiring to be, and be able to gauge yourself what level we are once we play them on the 23rd.
Ready for a hat-trick again?
Possibly.
An 8-0 win and through the second round of the Scottish Cup. It was a good weekend.
Yeah, it was very good. I'm just so happy for the boys that we got through the tie and went into the second round. I can't fault them for their application towards the game. The boys performed all tasks that we asked them, almost to perfection. You could say there was obviously a couple of aspects where we were disappointed we could maybe played a little bit better, but the scoreline says how good the boys really were on the day, to be fair to them. And yeah, just happy to be through in the next round.
Any concerns given, obviously the last time we played them in the 8-1, it was a game that, okay, we conceded early, but we took control of pretty early as well. This one, only 2-0 up at half time. Was there anything said in the dressing room?
Yeah, at half time we explained to the players, as much as it was 2-0 and perhaps we had a lot of the recession. We only scored from a free kick. The goalkeeper unfortunately just got underneath the ball too much. And obviously the second goal came from the penalty that Dale won. And we said that, as much as we had all the ball and we felt like we were dominating the game, we'd only scored from 2 set pieces. And we needed to change that in the second half to make sure that we got put the game to bed. And the boys were excellent. I think we scored 4 goals in a 9-minute spell, in that first 15 minutes of the second half, which then just completely finished the game as a contest in our favour and just allowed us to then enjoy the occasion for the last half an hour as such.
With the second round comes playing Gallifrey team, but fortunately as well here at St Mary's. Important to get the home tie?
Yeah, I think so. I think because of the occasion of it as well. The fact that we're in this round for the first time in a good number of years, and to then have a home tie off the back of it as well. Hopefully, we can get a good crowd down on the day and we can come and enjoy a good spectacle of football. I think it'll be a good encounter. We've spoke about our ambitions at the club to perhaps go and challenge in the playoffs. If we're lucky enough to go on and win the league and to play in the playoffs and try and aspire to be in a lower league. And it gives us a good chance to match ourselves up against an opponent from that league to see where we're at. It gives us a good benchmark to challenge ourselves against the opponents and see if the players can step up to the mark.
You decided August Goal of the Month winner earlier this month. John Rennick against Upper Annandale was your pick. We caught up with the man and 2 of his teammates to cast their eyes over that goal and give us what they thought.
We are here to celebrate Goal of the Month. I'm with my colleagues Elmo and Cammy. Elmo, would you like to talk us through what happens here? Aye.
No worries, good sir.
Music for
Goal of the month.
It was so far that long ago I can't even remember it, Nige.
When was
what
it?
happened again? Better watch it.
Who was that kicked that to me? That was a good pass. Throw it in, straight to Dale, miscontrolled, good cross, defender no chance. John,
Good cross,
great
alright.
finish. I'll say it every time. The cross was.
I've got to stand by it, was a good cross, and Tam just didn't look like he didn't fancy chasing it in, so I just ran in and done it instead.
But as I said, Tam probably didn't even think there was anyone there. Considering you're not meant to.
Clearly, the 22 didn't either.
Just watch this finish again.
You can see me running in because I know where I was going to put that ball.
I didn't even know where I was putting it. I've just punted it.
I told you.
That's why everyone's turned away and thought it was going out of play because they didn't expect you to be there.
They're all getting back in position.
I just ran in the box. I thought, I've not been up here. I wonder what's in here.
Straight to the big man. Great finish. Well deserved. I think you get a bottle of vodka after this as well.
It's fixed.
It's not.
It is fixed.
Mate, have you watched that?
Do you know what I was spurned on by? Lewis Ebb telling me not to play too well at left back, and I thought, well, I need to score now.
That's it. Now you're left back for good.
Watch the celebration. He starts going towards the flag and then he kills his man.
It was just casual. This is just what I do.
Same pace
Look,
as well.
watch, look. Oh! Ah!
No,
Just a little spin when he finishes it.
finish.
There's a little spin move.
He's getting ready to do that doggy because he thinks he's missed it.
I was ready to pay a pound. I thought it was going to offence.
Congratulations, mate. Goal of the month for August.
Well done, good man.
Well deserved.
Cheers.
It's fixed, but we'll
You
give
deserve
this
it.
That's a bit finished by the time I drive up the road.
Well, should have been finished after all of that we just done, mate.
Get it up this man.
Cut.
There's been a couple of changes to the squad since the start of the season. We'll hear from the new face to it, but first the gaffer runs us through those changes.
A bit of squad turnover to talk about. First, the outgoings. Both Danny and Colin have left the club in recent weeks, and obviously Zach towards the earlier part of the season as well. Just talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, Danny's work situation's changed. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to commit in terms of being at the club at training nights and on match days and Saturdays, just because of his work scheduling's altered a little bit. So unfortunately, you know, he's had to take a step back away from the club, and Colin as well is similar. You know, the personal circumstances have changed, and unfortunately as well, he's had to step away also. So, you know, we're not a club to hold people back. We understand that, you know, it is a commitment to be at the club and to be at training and attend, you know, regularly. So, you know, we're never going to stand in these players' ways. We understand the situations that they're in. Zach, you know, it was a heavy schedule at the start of the season. Unfortunately, you know, he just wasn't getting the game time at the club. He spoke to us about that, and he wanted to go and pursue other options that came available for him. So again, you know, we're not going to stand in the way. We spoke about that. If our player's unhappy at the club, you know, we'll try and facilitate it and try and help them out as much as possible. But, you know, if there's other opportunities for them to move on and potentially get game time at other clubs, you know, that's what's happened there. And, you know, we wish him well. He's moved on to Locker, and hopefully he can play for them and get some game time and minutes into the legs there. You know, we thank all three of them for being with us from the start of the season, pre-season. You know, all three players have got great attitudes. You know, they're an asset to any club that they move on to and go and play for. You know, we thank them for their time and thank them for being at the club for the short duration and the start of the season. And obviously we wish all three of them well.
So there is a new face as well with Saints. He's been on trial for a couple of weeks, and now Williams signed up and was on the bench at the weekend as well. How's he been getting on?
Yeah, look, we're delighted to have signed William. Since he's came in, he's been in for a few weeks now, and he's doing really well. He's integrated well with the squad. You can see in training what he bring to us, and he probably gives us that different dimension in terms of going forward from midfield. And yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing him pulling on the blue and white shirt and giving us some good performances that we know we've got him.
First full week as a St Cuthbert Wanderers player.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to get started.
Just want to play football, really. That's it.
How's been being on trial and kind of getting to play, but obviously kind of waiting to find out if it can be able to be kept around?
It's hard, but you always need to fight for kind of every player needs to fight for a shot kind of thing. So you just keep going. Hopefully, Jordan sees that and puts me on, gives me my shot. I'll take it.
And obviously getting to be on the bench and watching on as the guys run out 8-0 winners at the weekend. It must be nice coming into a team that's full of confidence.
It was really good to watch, but I was hoping to get on the pitch as well.
Just wanted to get involved and get in
Just got to get involved and play, yeah, definitely.
So Lochmaben at the weekend as well. You're fit, ready to go. You know, hoping to get involved.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm going to a chat with Jordan as well and see what he thinks for the weekend. If he plays me, but if not, just keep doing what I'm doing and see if I can get my chance.
And for people who we've not come across you before, especially people from this region where you've not played before, just tell us a little bit about your background.
I've played junior beforehand in the West, but I had to give that up due to work commitments, so I moved back down to down to amateur, sorry. Apart from that, I'm a fire alarm engineer. I work in Edinburgh, so I'm always travelling. Because I live in Killuck, so I'm always travelling to Edinburgh every day just about. So it's a lot of travelling, so it doesn't really faze me coming all the way up here either, down here, sorry.
And for fans obviously coming to the game, now that we're in a position that can happen, you know, what should they expect to see from you on the pitch?
Hopefully I make Graham proud and Jordan proud when I play. I want to enjoy my own football, but I want them to enjoy watching us play football and play the right kind of football. So just hope that I play well.
And obviously home game at weekend as well. Getting to play at St Mary's as well to come on in perhaps what would be like the first appearance. Is that important that it's at home rather than away as well? That you get to know everyone?
Definitely. It's always good playing at home with any team, but this being such a very well knit kind of squad as well, and well knit management and staff, it's really good to come in and play my first game as a St Cuthbert Wanderers on the home park.
What made you want to come along? What was said or you know, who told you to come down?
It was I seen it actually on Johnny Rowland's Snapchat, the setup and everything. I was talking to him about it and he says the setup's great because they get treated very, very well, and they help you in every way they can for you to be the kind of best player that you can. And I was just very interested in seeing if I could come up here and trial and seeing if I could get signed basically and see how it goes. But it was Johnny that made me come up. Never really made me, I was halfway, I want to go, and I was intrigued, but he's like, well, just do it. Nothing holding you back now, so, because work's kind of settled down a bit now, due to COVID being a wee bit more relaxed, so that's us kind of free to kind of go and do things that I want to do.
Next up for Saints is Lochmaben at home. The gaffer gives us his thoughts ahead of that one.
So return to league action this weekend with Lochmaben making the trip down. Played them away last year before everything was stopped and it was that 1-1 draw. Yeah. I'm sure you don't need me to remind you of it though, but how are you feeling going into this one?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, back to the league. It's been a couple of weeks with the 3 week and then obviously the Scottish Cup last week. The players are looking forward to being back at home. First game in I think it's about 4 or 5 weeks since we were last here. So yeah, the players are looking forward to it. You know, we know it's going to be a tough job for us on Saturday. Lochmaben are very well organised. You know, they've got good fight, good character within their squad in terms of that desire to try and take points off everyone. You know, we've seen that already this season, but we know it's going to be a big job for us to do in terms of trying to break them down, trying to be patient, making sure that we're looking after the ball and trying to do the right thing. So, look, it's a game we're looking forward to, like I say, just to be back at home, back on the surface here, and hopefully we can get the 3 points.
You feel a little bit of pressure as well in that you still have a few games in hand, but as the league leaders, it's a case of we can't afford to drop points anymore.
I don't think there's pressure. I think it's just, you know, the standards that we've set. You know, we're looking at every game. We know we need to pick up 3 points. You know, you're not going to win leagues if you're losing games. It's as simple as that. So if we can just continue to pick up 3 points, look after ourselves, you know, what happens in the rest of the league, well, that will sort itself out. There's nothing that we can do to influence that.
That's all we've got for today. We'll see you next time.